and we're ready. That's a little teaser of a little project we've got coming. Welcome back guys to part 3 of the Audi A5 rebuild. So we've got a few parts coming in today. We've got the MMI screen is going to be tested, so I've got a new MMI screen coming in. We've got the fuse for the airbags at the battery, and we're also going to be getting the lovely front end off. Okay, so we got our new LCD screen coming. As you saw from the last video, the LCD screen or the MMI screen wasn't actually working, so the reason I needed it was to try and check how much oil was in the engine, because that's how they're measured through the MMI screen, through the control of the engine. I'm hoping that it's this that there was the problem and not something else, but I'm not going to put it all fully back together because I'm actually going to have to take the dashboard out soon, so I'm just going to test it to make sure it works and take it off basically. So let's put it in. So we've just got this connector here, and that plugs in to the back of the screen here, and then it's held on by these fixings here when you turn it upside down. And this plug here is actually what connects to the hazard warning light and airbag switch, as you can see that I've already taken off from this trim here. So let me just plug this in and let's have a look. There we go, that's in good. Put the key in. There we go, look at that.
Hey.
Woo! Okay, that's quite a good relief, because it's one less thing. We're going through the list. I know I mentioned it's a big checklist, but we're getting through them slowly. So at the moment it's on the car setting, and then if I go down to oil level, I guess I can check. Switch ignition on to configure system. Okay, well I can't do that just yet, so hopefully we can do that once we've got everything else right with the car for me to be able to start it and leave it on for time. So I'll probably leave that for now. I wonder if I can connect, I'm hoping I can connect my Bluetooth. Yeah, well there's Bluetooth, I wonder if I can play music for it though.
Do you know what else needs to come off?
This?
That beard!
Oh, the beard. Yeah, it's getting a little bit Mexican now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking a little bit scraggly.
Another part that I've recently got is the Pyro fuse that we jumped, if you remember from the last video. So I jumped that to get the car starting, but now we've got that fuse in, I'm going to go and connect it to the battery. I'm not going to actually plug it in so that it's in the system, I'm just going to leave the fuse in as it is. So let's get doing that. Boom. So this was the cable that I used to jump the fuse, and now we've got this one in, which is the actual fuse, and I'm going to put that facing down so that in the future this connector can slot back into it. And we're done. Let's move on to the front end. So while I'm filming this, Maddie just wanted to get an appreciation video of of the things that she does to help me out. How you doing back there, Maddie?
Yes, lit.
So as I've shown before, there's front damage to the frame and also on the support bar, which is also called the slam panel. We've got a new slam panel coming on the way. Yeah, I'm going to take it off now and show you how that's done. I have also already taken off the headlight to get the part numbers and see if it was adaptive or not. Basically, adaptive on the headlight means whether it moves when your steering wheel moves, and then so when you're going around a corner your headlight actually moves with it. It doesn't seem to have it, so I don't think I have adaptive headlights, which is good in a way because it's cheaper for me for the next headlight, but also bad because it would be cool to have it. For now, we're just going to crack on with the slam panel removal, so let's get to it. so just as I'm going around taking things off, I got round to the headlight area, and this whole unit of, sorry, I can't even get it out, it's so bad. What was left of a headlight was literally just being held on by its one connector up here, and that was all just being held on. That is what's left of the headlight. So we've just got the intercooler piping off. Gonna need to disconnect that and probably remove the intercooler itself. And I'm also gonna get around to the other side, I think, or maybe this side, and drain the radiator if there is any left in. I think the other side might have cracked a radiator part or a pipe, so we'll see if there's any left in there. Okay, so I've just undone the radiator hose, and as you can see, it's all kind of dribbling out now. So I actually found a little tap underneath the radiator hose that you can just twist, and it's getting some of it out now. I'm going to probably try and turn it some more now, but yeah, that's the hose up there.
Good.
There we go, it's coming out now. Right, should be able to pull that off. All the parts are off now. Stupidly, I popped off the AC without taking the right procedures to degas it, and it just popped everywhere. Kind of scared me up a bit, but we've got them off now anyway. We're going to have to redo the AC, I guess. So all the radiator tubes are disconnected to the bottom, so I can just pull it out now.
Great.
And it's left behind a bit into the bracket, but this should just slide out of it.
Hit it.
Oh,
There you go.
Just needs to be at the right angle. So all the way down here. So as you can see here, so the slam panel was at the bottom here, and it's completely snapped off there. So the slam panel will come out, and this, there we go, and that'll just slide out with it. And then should be able to pull it all out once I get all these cables. Here. Oh. Nice. And that's one slam panel and radiator pack removed. Well,
Harder than you thought it was going to be?
always is really, isn't it? Glad I got it done though. Hopefully the new slam panel's coming tomorrow and we can fit that straight back on, although by the looks of the amount of radiator coolant that came out, it looks like the radiator has a leak. Probably, undoubtedly, with the amount of impact, it must have crushed it somewhere. Yeah, once all those parts come, I might try and just start, when the slam panel comes tomorrow, I might just try piecing all the parts together anyway, just slowly put it back on. But yeah, having the AC go on me, it's just one extra thing, but we move, it's cool. So the crash bar doesn't seem to be too bad, so on the edge here, if you can see, just down here, but hopefully we can just get a set of screwdrivers in there and pull it back out. Take a look over here, doesn't seem too bad. I can't see any obvious bends or weaknesses in the subframe here. It seems to be straight and true, which is good. So the air box here, so as you can see, the bracket's just pulled back. And yeah, I wonder if I can just bend that now to put it back in. No, that's going to need some attention to bend that back in. Just trying to see if I can get it, move it off a little bit. Yeah, look. Ooh. Right, some great work done today. Front is off. We're getting real progress with it. I'm starting to see a vision on how I'm going to bend that back and start to put everything back on. So we're going to skip to tomorrow now when our new slam panel comes, and we'll fit everything on there and to get it going. Okay, so I've had a bit more time to take a look at the slam panel now and some of the components. Unfortunately, the new slam panel that was meant to come today hasn't arrived and looks like it might not be arriving for a little while, so I might have to save that for the next video for putting that back on, and we won't be able to fit it back on anyway until we get the frame or chassis straightened up for it to fit on. With the parts that we've got on here already, so the intercooler piping had come off and I thought it was going to be a bit of a write-off, but looking at it now I think I can just connect the clips of the tube back onto the intercooler and kind of squeeze them back on to make it tight again. So hopefully I can do that. With regards to the radiator, so when the impact hit the front end, the AC condenser actually pushed back onto the radiator and dented it all the way down, so looks like we're going to need a new radiator. I was wondering why there wasn't much coolant coming out, but that makes a lot of sense that the radiator's gone, so probably going to get a new one of that. And at the bottom for the slam panel where it connects to the radiator seems to have snapped from impact as well, so hopefully that can all be replaced. Like if any plastic brackets need to be replaced to put back on the new slam panel for the radiator, then we can do that. What I'm going to do now is go to the car and take the pipe off for the intercooler and come and fit it back on here, so that when the new slam panel comes we can fit it all back, and hopefully the new radiator will have come by then and we can get it all back together. So yeah, let's go do that.
Let's see it.
It's not good to have that in your intercooler, is it? So I've kind of pushed the plastic back into its housing here. As you can see all around, it's actually gone in pretty well. It's a lot better than I thought. I think what I'm going to do, same as the other side, is just cramp all of these metal connectors together on each side. That side looks like it needs pushing down a tiny bit more. But yeah, I'm just going to get going with that and just try and squeeze it in and see if we can get it tight. Right, I'm no expert, but this ain't looking too bad. Have a look. See, all the connections seem to be pretty well pushed down now. They've all gone into their little slots, and it's actually pretty tight. I know a lot of people probably think, well, what's the point in you doing it? You might as well get a new one. But I thought, if I'm going to get a new one and I'm just going to scrap this old one, why not try fixing it first? And then if it does go wrong, then just get a new one anyway. So that's the best thing you can do with these sort of things. The one thing that I am kind of concerned about though is that there was a bit of oil kind of in the piping of the intercooler, but after a bit of research, everyone seems to say that that's pretty normal with TDI engines, so hopefully that's okay. Apparently as long as it's like a touch of oil and not like gallons of it, then you're fine. So yeah, hopefully anyway this will be okay, and like I said, if not, we'll get a new one. It's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wrap up the video there, guys. We've got a lot more parts coming this week. I know I didn't get to do exactly what I wanted in this video, but at the end of the day we're still making a lot of progress in the car, and I'm still happy with the way that it's going. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks we're going to have that frame damage sorted, and I want to take you through that process of doing that. So it's quite an interesting process, so it will be good to show you guys how that's done. So in the next video we're going to have the slam panel come in, the radiator is going to be fitted, the intercooler is going to be fitted, it's going to go back on the car, and we're going to have it running. Hopefully the control arm as well will have come by then, and we might even have the car moving. I might be able to put it in gear and drive about in it. Give me a taste of what it'll be like when it's fixed. So keep an eye out for the next video, because it is going to be a big one. and hopefully once we start getting this wrapped up, we're going to introduce new projects like you saw earlier in the video. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next week. See you later.